You're listening to the Bare Metal Cyber Prepcast, created to help you succeed in your IT Fundamentals certification journey. Learn more at baremetalcyber.com, where additional prepcasts, books, and training materials await. Let's get started. In this episode, we explore how organizations turn large amounts of data into valuable insights and even economic advantage. You will learn what big data is, how analytics work, and how businesses may monetize their data through insights and strategy. These terms are part of Domain 5 in the Information Technology Fundamentals Plus exam, and you are expected to understand them conceptually. The goal is to recognize their meaning, not to perform analytics tasks or work with data tools directly. The Information Technology Fundamentals Plus exam includes questions about how data is used to support decision-making and value creation. You may be asked to identify the definition of big data, match examples of analytics to outcomes, or understand what data monetization means. These questions focus on the role data plays in modern IT and business environments. There is no expectation to know specific tools or to use software. The focus is entirely on term recognition and understanding how the pieces fit together. Big data refers to data sets that are too large or too complex to be processed using traditional methods. These data sets often include a wide variety of formats, arrive rapidly, and require significant storage and processing power. Big data is commonly described using three terms: volume, velocity, and variety. Volume refers to the massive amount of data. Velocity refers to the speed at which data is generated and processed. Variety refers to the different formats, such as text, video, or sensor data, that must be analyzed together. There are many sources of big data in today's world. These include internet activity like website clicks and search queries, social media interactions such as likes and shares, and mobile app usage data. Sensors in industrial machines, business transaction logs, and even security system recordings can all generate data continuously. Much of this data is collected in real time, which means it is gathered and processed almost instantly to support fast decision-making and responsive systems. Big data is important because it helps organizations understand patterns, predict future events, and improve operations. When analyzed correctly, large datasets can reveal trends in customer behavior, shifts in market demand, or inefficiencies in production. These insights support strategic planning, enhance operational efficiency, and fuel innovation. Big data is also essential for enabling advanced technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning, which rely on vast amounts of input to function effectively. Data analytics is the process of examining data to identify patterns, draw conclusions, and make decisions. Analytics helps businesses improve performance, efficiency, and user experience. There are several types of data analytics. Descriptive analytics looks at what happened. Diagnostic analytics tries to explain why it happened. Predictive analytics anticipates what will happen next. Prescriptive analytics suggests what actions should be taken. The exam may mention these types by name or ask what analytics does. Examples of data analytics outcomes include identifying patterns in customer purchases, finding production bottlenecks that slow down workflow, or recommending improvements to a product based on user feedback. In each case, the goal is to transform raw data into useful knowledge that helps the business make better decisions. The value of analytics lies in its ability to connect past data with future planning, giving organizations the tools to act intelligently. Data monetization is the process of turning data into something of economic value. This does not always mean selling the data itself. Sometimes, data is monetized by using the insights it provides to improve services, reduce costs, or gain a strategic edge over competitors. Other times, organizations may aggregate data in anonymous formats and sell it to partners. In both cases, data becomes an asset that contributes directly or indirectly to revenue. Examples of monetization strategies include selling aggregated usage data to marketers or industry analysts. Businesses may also use insights from data to increase customer retention by offering more personalized experiences. Targeted advertising based on user behavior is another common form of monetization. Instead of guessing what customers want, businesses use data to guide their offers and messaging. These methods help companies generate value from their information assets. There are also ethical and privacy concerns when data is monetized. Any use of personal or sensitive data must follow privacy rules and meet user expectations. This often requires that the data be anonymized, meaning that identifying information is removed or hidden. Even when data is not sold, using it to make decisions must be done responsibly. On the exam, you may be asked about the risks of monetizing unprotected data or the need for compliance with privacy expectations. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. When working with analytics, data can be either structured or unstructured. Structured data is highly organized and fits neatly into tables, spreadsheets, or databases. It includes things like customer names, order numbers, or prices. Unstructured data, on the other hand, includes formats that are not easily organized, such as emails, video clips, or social media posts. Both types of data can be analyzed in big data environments, and understanding this distinction helps clarify how different tools and techniques are applied. Dashboards and reports are visual tools used to present analytics data in a clear, understandable way. Dashboards often contain charts, graphs, and data summaries that help users monitor performance or track key indicators. Reports may provide detailed information over a specific time period. On the exam, you may be asked to recognize dashboards or reports as part of the analytics process, even though you are not expected to create or configure them. Their role is to help interpret and communicate data insights. To handle large data volumes and run meaningful analytics, businesses often use data warehouses and analytics platforms. A data warehouse is a storage system that holds large amounts of historical data, making it easier to search and analyze trends. Analytics platforms provide tools for exploring, filtering, and modeling data. You will not need to understand the architecture or setup of these systems, but you should be able to recognize that their purpose is to support decision-making based on data analysis. Machine learning and predictive modeling are advanced analytics techniques that rely on past data to anticipate future events. These are the kinds of tools used in recommendation engines, which suggest products or media based on previous behavior. Fraud detection systems also use predictive modeling to flag unusual transactions. While you will not be expected to build these models, the exam may refer to these concepts to test your awareness of how analytics contributes to automated decision-making. It is important to remember that analytics has limitations. If the input data is inaccurate, outdated, or biased, the results of the analysis may be misleading. Not all patterns that appear in data are meaningful. Some may be random or irrelevant. Analytics tools can assist in decision-making, but they cannot replace human judgment entirely. Understanding this balance is important for interpreting the value and risks associated with automated analysis. The exam may include questions about recognizing different analytics tools by their function. For example, a tool that shows patterns in sales over time would be categorized under analytics. A tool that stores massive amounts of customer data from multiple sources may fall under the category of big data. These questions will not focus on brand names or software interfaces, but rather on the purpose each tool serves in data handling or analysis. There are also clear boundaries around what the Information Technology Fundamentals Plus exam does not include. You will not be asked to use analytics software, interpret real datasets, or perform statistical calculations. The exam will not require knowledge of programming, formulas, or algorithmic modeling. Instead, it focuses on your understanding of basic concepts, what big data is, what analytics does, and how insights can be used to support decisions or generate value. The reason analytics is so important to business is that it turns raw data into useful insights. Without analytics, large amounts of data would remain unreadable and unused. With the right tools, businesses can use data to support strategic decisions, identify problems, and improve performance. Analytics is widely used in marketing to understand customer segments, in operations to improve efficiency, and in IT to monitor system behavior. Knowing how analytics connects to business value is part of exam readiness. Let's recap the relationship between the major terms in this episode. Big data is the raw material, large and varied datasets gathered from many sources. Analytics is the process that extracts meaning from this raw data, revealing patterns and trends. Monetization is the final stage, where these insights are used to create economic value, whether through better decisions, increased revenue, or selling data itself. Recognizing how these concepts connect forms the foundation of your understanding in this domain. To summarize, big data refers to large, complex datasets that go beyond traditional tools. These datasets are analyzed using processes known as analytics, which identify patterns and generate insights. These insights, in turn, can be used for business improvements or turned into economic value, a process known as data monetization. The Information Technology Fundamentals Plus exam will ask you to recognize these terms, understand their meaning, and identify how they support business and IT goals. Thanks for tuning in to the Bare Metal Cyber Prepcast, your trusted source for cybersecurity news and insights. Remember to subscribe at baremetalcyber.com so you never miss an update. And visit cyberauthor.me for best-selling cybersecurity books that equip you with expert knowledge. Until next time, stay secure and stay vigilant.